Hey everyone, Brad here, and today I want to walk you through our Send Invoice feature on the ticket page. This will give your guests the options to receive an invoice and pay later so that there's a lot more flexibility at checkout. I'm going to cover how to enable it, what your guests are going to see, how to manage everything on the admin side, and a couple new features that we've added around branding and batch sending. So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, let's enable this option. We need to navigate to the event ticket page, your specific ticket page, and then the ticket page settings. And you're going to scroll down here to payment types. You'll see a new drop-down option labeled Send Invoice. By default, this is set to no. To allow invoice-based payments, you need to toggle it to yes, and that's it. It's now live on your ticket page. And one important note here, RSVP tickets will always display the Send Me an Invoice option, even if this setting is turned off. So just keep that in mind. For RSVP, it's always there regardless. All right, so let's take a look at what the guests actually see. So at checkout, down in payment details, you can see that we have our usual options, credit card. I don't have check or cash enabled, but now we have the Send Me an Invoice option right here at the bottom. If the buyer selects that, then submits their purchase, all done on their end, at least for now. After submitting, they get this confirmation page just like usual. You can see the order details, purchaser info, the order items, total, and you can see that the payment method shows invoice. All right, so what else happens after the buyer submits? They receive an email. In this email, there are two key things. First, a link to pay the invoice. Clicking this opens a secure payment page. You can see down at the bottom, you can put your credit card information. But on this page, you can see an invoice number, purchaser details already pre-filled out, any payment details. And second, attached to this email is a PDF invoice copy. You can download it, print it, just hold on to it and pay it later. You've got options. All right, back to the ticket page settings. Here's something new. Invoices now support additional customization, and let me show you where all of that lives. It is in the ticket page settings, like I said, and it is under customizable content. Here you can see we now have options for you to put in custom messages for the invoice email message, as well as any additional information for the invoice. And just let me show you where these appear in the invoice and emails. Here you can see right in this email, this is where the custom message that I put in appears. Now right below that, you'll see a invoice additional information. This one's a little bit different. Whatever you put in here shows up in the payment detail sections of the actual PDF invoice. So this is great for things like payment instructions or your tax ID. I put like, if mailing a check, please send it to blah, 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 blah. Our tax ID is... So it's really clean and all in one place. And here is an example of it showing up here in the payment details. Another new feature that you may have noticed already is that we allow the organization logo to appear on the invoice, similarly to receipts. To display this can be found in ticket page settings, additional features, and here you will see show logo on ticket page. This logo will show on the ticket page, the invoice, and the order confirmation page. Just have to switch this to yes. And here is a quick link where you can quickly upload your logo, which is just found in software settings, event settings. All right, from the view ticket sales screen, you've got several tools to manage your invoice payments. To the far right of each row, you will see vertical ellipses, the three dots. If you click that, you'll get quick access to additional actions, including sending the guest update link, emailing a receipt, view receipt, or refund if they've purchased. If they haven't paid, which you can see right here, this one has not paid, click on that. You will see the email invoice option. This lets you manually send or resend the invoice. Now to get the full ticket details, you're gonna have to click on the green pencil. And here under additional functions, you will see the send invoice email button. You can click that, and it'll just send them another invoice. And then also we have a paid checkbox Checking this marks the invoice as paid, and that updates the payment status back in the view ticket sales. So let's click this. Just refresh. You can see it's paid. All right, so here's another new one. You can now send invoice payment links to multiple guests at once. So if you've got a bunch of outstanding invoices, you don't have to do this one by one. So here's how it works. You just, in the view ticket sales, all the way to the far left, you can select the guests that haven't paid or that you just want to send the invoice email to. You scroll down here to the batch update area, click on send invoice payment, and you have to type send invoice. And then from there, you can just hit update, hit OK, and the email will have sent. Just a note that only invoice sales will be included when you send the invoice. So if you accidentally select like a credit card payment in there, it just skips it. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so next let's talk about offline payments, checks and cash. If someone checks out and selects check or cash as the payment method, their purchase is going to show up as unpaid in the view ticket sales, which you can see right here. From here, you have two options. Option one, you can send them an invoice so that they can pay online with a credit card. Option two, if they've already paid you offline with a check or the cash, just go into the ticket details by sliding all the way to the left, clicking the green pencil, and then checking the paid option, just like we did earlier. And this, again, will update the status in the view ticket sales. And now here's something good to know. If a buyer initially selects cash or check, but later decides to use their invoice link to pay by credit card, the payment type will automatically update in the view ticket sales. No manual edits needed as long as the invoice hasn't been marked as paid. If you've already checked it as paid and you need to allow the credit card payment, just go back into the details, uncheck paid, and resend the invoice. You can see it's still unpaid, and we can still email the invoice. Just one important thing to note, once an invoice is marked as paid, the invoice link will expire. If you need to send a new one, you'll have to generate a new link from within this view ticket sales. All right, another new feature. You can now convert an existing ticket sale to an invoice if you need to. And to do that, it is within the view ticket sales screen. Here we have a cash ticket sale, and we click the ellipses all the way at the right. And here we have an option labeled switch to invoice. Click that. It says you're about to switch this to an invoice. Confirm. Switch to invoice. Said that. It refreshed. Let's scroll over. And here we can see that it changed from cash to invoice. And one last thing, we've updated the action menu in each row of the view ticket sales. In case you haven't noticed, you just click this and we have refund, we have view receipt, and email guest update link, which just makes it easier to quickly manage your ticket sales all from one spot. All right, so to recap everything that we covered today, the send invoice feature lets your guests choose to receive an invoice and pay later at checkout. You can enable it in the ticket page settings under payment types, but just remember that is defaulted to no, and RSVP tickets will always show regardless of that invoice option. Buyers will also get an email with the payment link and a PDF invoice. You can customize the invoice email message and you can add additional information to the invoice itself. And on the admin side, you can manage invoices from view ticket sales, where you can batch send invoice links, handle offline payments, and switch check or cash payments over to invoices. And we've cleaned up the action menu to make all this easier for you to get to. That covers everything. Thank you for your time.